have loved nature since I was a little girl. I guess it's because I grew up in New Jersey. I know what you're thinking, it was sensory deprivation, but you're wrong. I grew up in the Garden State, Fariza. And yes, there were toxic chemicals, but you can't even see those. I especially loved animals, so cute and furry, and I just wanted to hug them and squeeze them and come here, little critter. You don't really know your own strength when you're little, and I guess there's a few things I regret. Like that game of catch I played with my sister, bunk bed to bunk bed. I was 5, she was 9, Fluffy the gerbil was dropped. Or that game of tag I played with the guinea pig and the dog. Apparently the guinea pig had a really weak heart, and a charging dog was a bit too much for it. Rest in peace, Mr. Spotty. Or my baby duck, Quackers. She flew south for the summer one night after I left her outside with the neighborhood cats. I don't know why she never came home again. In case you haven't figured it out by now, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. Until I found my bestest friend in the whole world, my Cooter. My dog, Cooter. Cooter was the first of 2 mangy mutts that I got to hug and squeeze all I wanted because they couldn't escape. My brother named her Cooter after his favorite character on the TV show Dukes of Hazzard. So that gives you some insight into my cultural foundation. Anyway, Cooter survived my attentions, at least physically. I'm pretty sure when she was sleeping and doing that thing that dogs do where they whimper and kick their legs that she was dreaming of me. But she survived to have those nightmares. I'm very proud of myself for that. Especially since she is responsible for the worst scar I've ever gotten. Indian Hill was the park near my house, and I went to the playground there, and since I didn't have any friends, I brought Cooter. I carried her on the swings with me and on the slide and all the way up to the top of the jungle gym. Cooter was just a little puppy with her little puppy claws, so I thought she'd be happy to be on top of the jungle gym, you know, safe from the hot lava. But in fact, you guys played that game too? But in fact, she was kind of nervous, and as much as I pet her and said, "I love you, my cute little puppy wuppy," she wouldn't calm down. In fact, she kind of freaked out, and that's when I dropped her. I'd seen what a fall from a height could do to a little critter. Poor Fluffy. But Cooter came better equipped. My Cooter had claws, and she wasn't afraid to use them. She dug into my leg, but when her nails hit bone, she started slipping, and she took most of my skin with her. She landed in the sand and then just stood there shaking in sheer terror, but no heart attack or death of any kind. I scooped her up and hobbled home. When I got to the house, my mom was satisfactorily horrified to see my Daisy Dukes, legs, socks, shoes, all soaked in blood. She tortured me with peroxide, got me bandaged up, but my knee took weeks to heal. Don't worry about Cooter, though. Cooter was fine, and neither of us was mad at her. I knew it was my fault, so I made it up to her the best way I knew how, by giving her lots and lots of extra love.